Hello again. My next Christmas dessert will be this colorful berries cheesecake. We will give it a Christmas touch with these little holy leaves. And I remind you, all the desserts are vegan and gluten-free and freezable. So on the day, you just have to decorate with the fresh fruits. This recipe is part of my cookbook, Vegans Deserve Better Than a Fruit Salad, available on my website, www.freefromdesserts.com or Amazon. So, let's crack on. We start with the cheesecake base. I have here 240 grams of ground vegan digestive biscuits. I crushed them in the food processor, and I'm gonna add 120 grams of vegan spread that I'm gonna melt a few seconds in the microwave. So I'm gonna pour the melted vegan spread in a mixing bowl. If you wish, you can add some spices. Because of Christmas, I'm gonna add a pinch of star anise, and with the paddle attachment I'm gonna mix until both ingredients are evenly combined. So my mix is ready, and I'm gonna transfer to a spring form. To be on the safe side, put a bakewell paper on the bottom. It will be easier to unmold. So if possible, try to use a spring form with a removable bottom. It's easy to unmold. So I spread the cheesecake base at the bottom, and I'm gonna press evenly with a spoon, like this. So my cheesecake base is ready. I'm gonna allow the vegan spread to harden and put about 10-15 minutes in the fridge. So in the meantime, we're gonna prepare our cheesecake mix. First, the flavor. Because of Christmas, we can propose a pomegranate juice. You can also choose a cranberry juice, whatever you wish. We're gonna use a thickener, and the vegan substitute for gelatin is this agar-agar that you can find now in the supermarkets. The powder version is the easiest to work with. Two things you have to know about agar-agar. Well, I'm going to use my big container. Is one, you have to dissolve it in a liquid. You cannot just sprinkle it over your cream. And secondly, you have to bring it to the boil. So I added here 3 teaspoons of agar-agar for 400 milliliters of juice. So while I'm stirring this agar-agar and pomegranate juice, I'm gonna warm up some cream, 300 grams. This is the cream I used. If you prefer, you can go for oat cream or soya cream. This will give me a silky texture, and I'm going to sweeten with some golden granulated sugar. I don't need caster sugar for the moment because I'm going to melt it anyway, and granulated sugar is cheap. So the pomegranate juice is boiling. I'm going to reduce the heat. I'm going to add my cream. Why did I warm the cream up just because it's quicker, and I'm going to reduce till about half of the quantity. By reducing, this will develop and concentrate the pomegranate flavor. If you wish, you can add some red vegan friendly coloring. I told you can find on Amazon. So back to our mixing bowl. I'm going to pour 900 grams of cream cheese alternative. Many options now in the supermarkets. You have, for instance, this Violive. You also have the supermarkets presenting their own brands now. It's cheaper, and it gives the same results. So I fix the paddle attachment. My mix has reduced here, and I'm gonna slowly add to the cream cheese alternative. Put a protection, it will be wiser, and I'm gonna mix this slowly like this. My mix is ready. Let me give it quickly a final whisk to make sure we don't have any remaining lumps. And I'm gonna transfer this into my cheesecake mold like this, and leave it in the freezer to set for at least 2 hours. Abracadabra, my cheesecake is ready. Now I'm just gonna decorate with some berries on the top. This is really up to your fantasy. So why not try a few pomegranates now? Some raspberries. So now I'm going for some blueberries. Why not? I like colors, but if you want to stick on red berries, this is really up to you. And final touch. This is my berry cheesecake. So last but not least, we're gonna give our Christmas touch by preparing some holy leaves in what we call a twill mix. Now, first of all, very easy, trust me. We're gonna make a template. So you just choose your cutter, a holy leaf, or you can also use a Christmas tree. I'm gonna cut it a little bit smaller to fit the size of my cheesecake, and that's it. Very easy recipe for my twill mix. I have here 25 grams of softened vegan spread. I'm gonna add 25 grams of icing sugar, 35 grams of plain gluten-free flour, and our oats we used in the previous recipe, which is this ready aquafaba. I'm gonna add 30 grams and just give it a stir. So ready to use. As you see, as usual, no remaining lumps. So I'm just gonna shape these little leaves on my mat. Let's say, you see, 14 leaves to be on the safe side, and I'm gonna bake 190 degrees for a couple of minutes. So ready to bake. I'm just gonna put some weights to make sure the mat remains flat. Some are ready. Let's take them out straight away. Cute, huh? This one is ready as well. Oops, oh, I lost a piece, no problem. I have some spare. This one. And for the color, I'm just gonna leave the remaining ones 30 more seconds. Voila. And then the final Christmas touch, my little mini marzipan balls that I'm gonna stick with a little bit of, for instance, cream cheese here. If you are not familiar with these piping back, you can use the edge of a knife, no problem. Voila. You just have to stick them on the side of the cake, like this. Et voila, this is my Christmas berries cheesecake. Don't forget, vegan desserts are easy to make, taste yummy, look fantastic. Merry Christmas.